2.5 million light-years away, a galaxy 4 times larger than our own is racing toward us at 250,000 miles per hour. The Andromeda galaxy contains 1 trillion stars, countless worlds, and mysteries that challenge everything we thought we knew about the universe. Today, we witness stellar nurseries where baby stars are born in cosmic violence, explore planets where diamonds rain from methane skies, and encounter black holes so massive they could swallow our entire solar system in seconds. Our journey takes us through cosmic storms, past gravitational whirlpools, towards civilizations that might have risen and fallen a billion years before Earth even existed. Prepare yourselves. We begin. Our spacecraft engines ignite with the power of 1,000 suns as we break free from Earth's gravitational embrace. The blue marble that has been humanity's home for millions of years shrinks to a pale dot behind us, then disappears entirely into the cosmic darkness. We are now truly alone in the void, beginning the longest journey any conscious being has ever attempted. The first challenge hits us immediately. The sheer scale of what we're attempting. To reach Andromeda, we must travel a distance so vast that light itself moving at 186,000 meters per second takes 2.5 million years to make this journey. If we could drive there in a car at highway speeds, never stopping, never sleeping, it would take us 30 billion years. The dinosaurs would still be ruling Earth when we finally arrived. But we have technology beyond current human imagination. Our vessel bends space and time around itself, creating a bubble of warped reality that allows us to slip between the normal rules of physics. We accelerate not through space, but through the fabric of space-time itself. The stars around us begin to shift and blur as we approach speeds that would have been impossible just moments before. As we leave our solar system behind, we pass through the Kuiper Belt, where ancient chunks of ice and rock drift in eternal darkness. These are the leftover building blocks of our solar system, frozen in time for 4 billion years. Pluto, once considered our 9th planet, appears as a lonely sentinel guarding the edge of everything we've ever known. Beyond Pluto lies the Oort cloud, a spherical shell of icy objects that extends nearly a light year from our sun. This is where comets are born. In the frigid depths where temperatures drop to just a few degrees above absolute zero. We are entering a region where the sun's influence barely reaches, where the space between objects is so vast that collision is nearly impossible. The nearest star to our sun, Proxima Centauri, glows like a red ember in the distance. It would take conventional spacecraft over 70,000 years to reach it, but we pass it in what feels like minutes. We are now in interstellar space, the vast emptiness between star systems, where matter is so sparse that you could travel for millions of miles without encountering a single atom. This is where most space travelers would feel the crushing weight of isolation. But we push forward with purpose. The Andromeda galaxy beckons from across the cosmic ocean, its spiral arms slowly rotating in a dance that has continued for billions of years. We are no longer bound by the limitations of our species or our world. We are explorers of the infinite, and our destination contains wonders that will challenge every assumption we've ever made about reality itself. The real journey is just beginning. The nearest star to our sun, Proxima Centauri, glows like a red ember in the distance. It would take conventional spacecraft over 70,000 years to reach it, but we pass it in what feels like minutes. We are now in interstellar space, the vast emptiness between star systems, where matter is so sparse that you could travel for millions of miles without encountering a single atom. This is where most space travelers would feel the crushing weight of isolation. But we push forward with purpose. The Andromeda galaxy beckons from across the cosmic ocean, its spiral arms slowly rotating in a dance that has continued for billions of years. We are no longer bound by the limitations of our species or our world. We are explorers of the infinite, and our destination contains wonders that will challenge every assumption we've ever made about reality itself. The real journey is just beginning. We enter the local void, a region of space so empty it defies comprehension. Here between the galaxy clusters, matter exists in concentrations so low that an entire cubic meter of space might contain only a single atom. The temperature drops to just a few degrees above absolute zero, and the only light comes from distant galaxies billions of light years away. This is cosmic loneliness on a scale that breaks human understanding. If Earth were placed in the center of this void, our night sky would be completely black except for the faint glow of the Milky Way itself. No other galaxies would be visible to the naked eye. Ancient civilizations would have developed entirely different mythologies, religions, and scientific theories about the universe based on this profound isolation. But the void is not truly empty. Dark matter, the mysterious substance that makes up 85% of all matter in the universe, forms invisible scaffolding throughout this region. We cannot see it directly, but its gravitational influence shapes the very fabric of space-time around us. Our instruments detect its presence through subtle variations in the cosmic microwave background radiation, the afterglow of the Big Bang itself. As we travel deeper into the void, we encounter something unexpected. Rogue planets ejected from their home solar systems by gravitational interactions with passing stars. These orphaned worlds drift through the darkness, no longer warmed by any sun, their surfaces frozen solid, and their atmospheres collapsed into ice. Some of these planets are larger than Jupiter, others smaller than Earth, but all share the same fate of eternal wandering through the cosmic deep. One rogue planet we encounter tells a particularly haunting story. Its surface shows evidence of ancient oceanites kiln thick. Beneath that ice, our scanners detect something remarkable. A subsurface ocean kept liquid by the planet's own radioactive decay. In this hidden sea, completely isolated from any star's light, primitive life forms might still exist, evolved from organisms that survived their world's ejection into space billions of years ago. The void also contains the remnants of ancient galaxy collisions. Tidal streams of stars stretched across millions of light years mark the paths where smaller galaxies were torn apart by the gravity of larger ones. These stellar graveyards tell the violent history of cosmic evolution, where galaxy clusters grow by cannibalizing their smaller neighbors in a process that continues to this day. We pass through regions where the cosmic web itself is visible. Vast filaments of dark matter and ordinary matter that connect galaxy clusters across hundreds of millions of light years. These structures formed in the early universe, when matter first began to clump together under the influence of gravity. They are the highways along which galaxies travel, the channels through which matter flows from one region of the universe to another. The silence here is absolute, broken only by the faint whisper of cosmic rays. High-energy particles traveling at nearly the speed of light, accelerated by unknown processes in the violent hearts of distant galaxies. Something magnificent appears in the distance. A galaxy cluster containing hundreds of individual galaxies, each one island universe in its own right. The Virgo cluster spans 13 million light-years across space, containing more than 300 galaxies bound together by gravity in a cosmic dance that has continued for billions of years. As we approach this stellar metropolis, the scale becomes overwhelming. Each galaxy contains hundreds of billions of stars, and many of these galaxies are larger than our own Milky Way. Some are elegant spirals with arms that sweep through space like frozen fireworks. Others are massive ellipticals that glow with the combined light of 1 trillion ancient suns, and still others are irregular dwarfs, twisted and distorted by the gravitational pull of their larger neighbors. The largest galaxy in the cluster, Messier 87, dominates the central region like a cosmic giant. This massive elliptical galaxy contains over 1 trillion stars and harbors one of the most powerful black holes ever discovered. The black hole at its center is so massive that it contains the equivalent of 6.5 billion suns, and it's actively feeding on surrounding matter, creating jets of plasma that shoot out from its poles at nearly the speed of light. These jets extend for thousands of light years, creating a cosmic lighthouse that can be seen from billions of light years away. The energy released by matter falling into this black hole is so enormous that it heats the surrounding gas to millions of degrees, creating a hot, glowing atmosphere that pervades the entire galaxy cluster. Between the galaxies, we discover an invisible ocean of superheated gas, heated to temperatures of 50 million degrees C by the gravitational energy of the cluster itself. This intergalactic medium contains more matter than all the stars in all the galaxies combined. Yet, it's so diffuse that it's completely invisible to the naked eye. Only our most sensitive instruments can detect its presence through the X-rays. It emits as it radiates away its enormous heat. The cluster is also filled with dark matter, which makes up about 85% of all the matter here. This mysterious substance forms an invisible scaffolding that holds the entire cluster together, preventing the galaxies from flying apart despite their enormous speeds. Some galaxies are moving through the cluster at over 0.000 kilometers/, fast enough to travel from Earth to the Moon in just 6 minutes. As we navigate through this cosmic city, we witness ongoing galactic interactions. Smaller galaxies are being torn apart by tidal forces, their stars stripped away to form long streamers that will eventually be absorbed by larger galaxies. This is galactic cannibalism on a massive scale, where the strong devour the weak in a process that has shaped the evolution of galaxies since the early universe. The gravitational forces here are so intense that they bend light itself, creating gravitational lenses that magnify and distort the images of even more distant galaxies lying behind the cluster. We witness something extraordinary. Two galaxies locked in a gravitational death spiral, their collision unfolding over hundreds of millions of years. The antenna galaxies, once separate and distinct, are now merging in a cosmic catastrophe that will reshape both systems completely. Their spiral arms have been stretched and distorted into long tidal tails that extend for hundreds of thousands of light years, resembling the antenna of a cosmic insect. The collision zone is a stellar nursery of unprecedented violence. Gas clouds from both galaxies are smashing together at speeds of hundreds of kilometers/, compressing and heating the interstellar medium until it reaches temperatures where new stars can form. The rate of star formation here is 10 times higher than in normal galaxies, creating brilliant clusters of young hot stars that burn with the intensity of blue-white diamonds. But star formation is not the only consequence of this cosmic collision. The gravitational chaos is also feeding the supermassive black holes at the centers of both galaxies. As gas spirals inward toward these cosmic monsters, it heats up and glows with X-ray radiation, creating some of the brightest objects in the universe. These active galactic nuclei pump enormous amounts of energy into their surroundings, creating jets of plasma that extend far beyond the visible galaxies themselves. The merger is also creating something entirely new. Globular clusters, dense balls of stars that will survive long after the collision is complete. These stellar cities contain hundreds of thousands of stars packed into regions just a few dozen light years across. They are among the oldest objects in the universe, and new ones are being born in the chaos of this galactic collision. As we watch this cosmic catastrophe unfold, we realize we are seeing the future of our own galaxy. In approximately 4 billion years, the Milky Way will collide with the Andromeda galaxy in a similar cosmic dance. The collision will take place over hundreds of millions of years, gradually reshaping both galaxies into something entirely new. The space between the colliding galaxies is not empty. It's filled with streams of stars that have been torn from their home galaxies by tidal forces. These stellar refugees will wander through intergalactic space for billions of years, no longer bound to any particular galaxy. Some will eventually be captured by other galaxies, while others will drift alone through the cosmic void forever. Despite the apparent violence of the collision, individual stars rarely collide with each other. The distances between stars are so vast that most will simply be redistributed into new orbits around the merged galaxy's center. However, many planetary systems will be disrupted. Their planets flung into new orbits or ejected from their home systems entirely. The collision is also creating something beautiful. Shock waves that compress the interstellar medium and cause it to glow with brilliant colors. These cosmic fireworks paint the merger zone in shades of red, blue, and green, creating one of the most spectacular sights in the universe. We encounter our first truly alien world, a planet orbiting a binary star system where the very nature of day and night challenges everything we thought we knew about planetary environments. This world, twice the size of Earth, experiences a complex cycle of illumination as it orbits two stars locked in their own gravitational dance. The primary star is a yellow dwarf similar to our Sun, but its companion is a red dwarf that burns with cooler, dimmer light. As the planet moves through its orbit, it experiences periods of single star days, double star days, and even brief eclipses when one star passes in front of the other. The result is a world where the concept of the standard day has no meaning, where the inhabitants must adapt to constantly changing patterns of light and darkness. The planet's surface reflects this chaotic illumination cycle. Vast regions are covered in crystalline formations that act like natural solar collectors, gathering and storing light energy during the brightest periods and releasing it slowly during the darker phases. These crystal forests create a landscape that shimmers and glows with accumulated starlight, painting the world in constantly shifting colors.